quickly start with the resolution part of last week's topic of in parenting, there are many karmic patterns that we hold on to. Knowingly, unknowingly, we just give it forward to our children and we do not realize it, how we are carrying it forward. So last week, I had received few pointers from all of you, what bothers you. If you guys want to write down any more pointers, please put it on the chat now. I'm starting with the B technique, and then from there we will move towards the downloads and all. So if there are more patterns that requires to be resolved, you need to put it on the chat that this is what is bothering us, and this is what causes us the problem. Is everybody clear how to start with the B technique? You can take any hand, you can tap, you can rub the karate chop, and then you will be putting both your hands like this way, and you will be breathing in and breathing out. Is this clear? Yeah. So let us start with what we had started last week. Everyone, close your eyes. Take 3 deep breaths in. Breathing in through the nostril, breathing out through the mouth. Breathing in the divine energy, breathing out all that is bothering you. Keep breathing in, keep breathing out. Allowing yourself to connect to the divine within you. And making it sure, very, very clear intent, sending it to the universe. That knowingly or unknowingly, any karmic patterns or entanglement that I am stuck to with my children, I choose for the resolution of the same in the highest and best possible way for me, without me inviting or attracting chaos and dramas happening in my life, or suffering or the sacrifice, as a tool to learn and evolve from those experiences. I realize and I understand that I am the divine spark of joy, and I allow myself to be the same. I allow my learning curve to be connected with the divine force within me. I choose to invoke the wisdom and the divine intellect within me to guide me at every step. I know how to listen to my intuitive messages. I know how to declutter the patterns that my subconscious mind has created and allow my soul to shine. I choose the language of love to be the language of my communication, connection, expression, and conversation. I allow the divine flow to work through me. I am ready to live joyously and happy. I am the creator of my life, and I choose to co-create with the energy of creator of all that is of the seventh plane now. All is well in my world. All is well in my world. All is well in my world. Now rub your karate chop, or you can simply tap it, whichever works out fine for you. And say, although I constantly worry about the future of my children, when I know that now they are old enough to take care of me, in spite of that, I don't know a better way out to show my love to my children. Because when they were young and as a kid, the only way I demonstrated my love towards them, or I understood my own responsibilities towards them, was constantly thinking that my children are my responsibility. And they became a reason, consciously or subconsciously, for me to move forward in life. Now that they are grown up, they are independent and capable to take care not only of themselves, but even they are capable to take care of me. They are moving on, but I am unable to move on. I still choose to deeply and completely love and accept myself. I still choose to deeply and completely heal and integrate that part of me. Although change is the only constant in life, different souls choose to come down on this earth to form a family on this earth, giving that assurance to each other of being there for each other. Some of them belong to the soul family, some of them do not. Some choose to release the karmic entanglement of multiple lifetimes, and some choose to work on the divine life purpose together. I really do not know what is the purpose for me to choose my family and what is the purpose my children chose me. But one thing I know that it's always our choices that defines our action, and that writes and creates our destiny. So at every point, the choices that I make is writing my life story. And I can choose either to live very happily, joyously, enjoying the love and the care, giving it to my family and taking it back from my family. Or I can choose to remain in stress, tension, worry for the things that I may think will happen and for the things that may not happen. And it's only an illusion and in my mind. Knowing it very well that 90% of the problems that we worry about are only in our imagination. There is only a 50% chance of that happening. And out of that 50%, probably we are not even part of that incident. There is an only 5% chance of us getting impacted. How we find out the solution depends on the balance of our own state of being, which means whether it is 5% or 50%, worry is always either going to create it or going to block the solution. So worrying about that problem is never ever going to give me any resolution of it. In fact, it is going to create the problem rather than resolving it. But in spite of that, I am so much addicted to constantly worry, probably because that makes me feel worthy of. That gives me a reason to live, and that gives me the clarity for my next step. But in reality, at a subconscious level, it is actually blocking the clarity and the resolution. It is blocking the path for my own growth and for my family. I do not know what belief of mine is still making me remain in the same pattern. I still choose to deeply and completely love and accept myself. I still choose to deeply and completely heal and integrate that part of me. Although each soul comes with their unique properties and knowingness of how to find the way out, and the need to go and help people out, probably many times unknowingly we block their own potential. I just do not know what is stopping me from really being connected to my soul and the purpose of my soul. As I came down on this earth only for one reason, and that reason is to finish the karmic entanglement my soul has been holding on to from multiple lifetimes, and to learn and evolve from my experiences. I do not know what are the new entanglement I am creating and what would assist me to walk on my purpose of life. But today I choose to let go of those redundant patterns that I may have created, and I choose to walk on the path of my purpose of life with ease and joy. If anything is still blocking me, I still choose to deeply and completely love and accept myself and heal and integrate that part of me. Both the hands on your chest, take 7 deep breaths. Breathe in through the nostril all the positive energy, breathe out through the mouth all that is blocking you. Keep on breathing till you hear my voice again. Rub your karate chop again and say, although I really do not know what ancestral patterns or the genetic patterns that I'm holding on to. The ancestral and genetic pattern and the programming has its own positives and negatives. More than positive and negative, it can be limiting, or it can be the patterns which can help and assist me to grow. And what are the limiting patterns that I am choosing to hold on to? I'm unaware. I still choose to deeply and completely love and accept myself. I still choose to deeply and completely heal and integrate that part of me. Although the genetic structure, may that be at a physical level, may that be at the mental or an emotional level, may that be at a spiritual level, we have chosen and we have a library, an abundance of patterns and the beliefs which can really help us to progress in life. Probably many of our ancestors spend the entire lifetime to master the beautiful virtues of life like compassion, bravery, strength, care, beauty, power, and probably some of them chose to remain in the limiting beliefs or the limiting thought patterns of choosing to remain in regrets, resentment, prejudices, grudges, anger, hatred. I have the choice to decide which one I want to connect to and to pick up, and which one I choose to pass on to. Knowingly, unknowingly, the energies of resentment, regrets, rejection, prejudices are very heavy. And sometimes unknowingly, it pulls me down. Unless and until I invoke the body of willpower within me and I choose to take the steps which will uplift my energies and which will connect me to the lighter frequencies of the energies of love, compassion, the state of being in bliss, connecting to the beauty within, self-belief, confidence. The choice is mine. At what level I am choosing to shift my own frequencies. I still choose to deeply and completely love and accept myself. I still choose to deeply and completely heal and integrate that part of me. Although our element is light and love, it is a very light feeling of being, and which connects us to our element of joy. But the energy of resentment, anger, hatred, rejection that we hold on to constantly pulls us down. Today, I choose to let go of the need in me to hold on to the regrets of life, the grudges, and I choose to be more aware of every thought that I have and every word that I speak. But if I still am being stuck to my own habit of being negative, I still choose to deeply and completely love and accept myself and heal and integrate that part of me. Both the hands on your chest, 7 deep breath. Breathe in through the nostril, all the positive energy. Breathe out through the mouth. All that is blocking you now. Breathe in, breathe out. Know that life is all about the choices that you make. And your intent is more powerful than probably the destiny that you may have chosen. Choosing to change it, just breathe in the light, breathe out the clutter now. Just rub your karate chop and say, Although there is a blame game, it starts knowingly or unknowingly between two people. The unfortunate part is the blame game has started between me and my upper or lower generation, which is like between me or my parents, or between me and my children. And when my child blames me for their failure, and if my child feels and labels me being manipulative and selfish, that really makes me feel. Complete the sentence. How does that make you feel? And then say, I still choose to deeply and completely love and accept myself and heal and integrate that part of me. Although it's a human tendency when we cannot identify where are we going wrong, the easiest solution we find is to hold somebody else responsible for it. But today, if I am in a place where somebody else blames me for their failures and blames me and claims me to be manipulative or selfish, the story continues till I do not understand what is my learning through that soul. Is the learning to be prioritizing my own self? Is the learning to draw the boundaries? Is the learning to stop holding myself responsible for everything that happens in their lives? What exactly is my learning? Where am I manipulating with my own learnings and not being able to center myself with my own energies? Where have I missed out to prioritize me, which is not actually me, which is my soul? And I became children centric, or what I defined as success for children, that success centric. And now it comes back to me in the form of children calling me manipulative or selfish. The entire bubble will break only when I understand my learning and take the steps towards it. Being able to prioritize myself, having the understanding, the discernment of how much to speak, how much not. To know, to respect and honor my own boundaries and to respect and honor their boundaries is the game changer. I came down for my own soul and not for the growth of any other soul. And the success for the soul is always and always when we are at peace with ourselves. I still choose to deeply and completely love and accept that part of me which is not able to draw the boundaries and heal and integrate that part of me. Any part of me which still do not know how to connect to myself, I still choose to deeply and completely love and accept that part of me and heal and integrate that part of me. Both the hands on your chest, take 7 deep breaths. Breathe in through the nostril, all the positive energy. Breathe out through the mouth, all that is blocking you. Breathe in, breathe out. Rub your karate chop and say, although when I see unhappiness in my child's life, there is a need in me that everything should be perfect in their lives. It may be their relationship, it may be their finances, it may be how much they are progressing, it may be the marks that they get, the job they get, the business that they are doing, whether they have children or not, whether they are physically fit or not. There is a need in me for perfectionism. There is a need in me for everything having to be fine and the best that they should have. When things don't happen that way, I feel sad and I get stuck there. I go on worrying about them. I still choose to deeply and completely love and accept myself and heal and integrate that part of me. Although my children, who are beautiful souls, have their own purpose of life, have their own karmic patterns, have their own choices. Sometimes they fall, sometimes they rise. I do not know what stops me from accepting their choices. Why is it that they have to choose as per my rule book or my guidelines? They have their higher self to guide them at every step. They have the same divine force which guides me. It is the same creator, the creator of all that is. It's the same universe, the same law of compassion, the same law of cause and effect, law of Akashic record, law of life, law of music, law of intellect, law of beauty, law of thoughts, law of intent, law of pure intent, that they need to abide to and that which I need to abide to. And knowing that it's only and only when each one choose to make a difference in their lives, they allow the difference to happen. I do not know why is it when I know that they have their heavenly mother and heavenly father who are much more powerful than me, who is playing the role of the mother or a father on this earth. And with an emotional cord, we are connected. So by me worrying, I'm actually sending them the message that you are a failure and nothing is working in your life. In spite of knowing that sometimes my thought can actually create problems in their lives, I'm still unable to stop worrying about them. I still want things to be perfect in their lives, and I do not know how to break this pattern. I still choose to deeply and completely love and accept myself. I still choose to deeply and completely heal and integrate that part of me. Tap on your thymus point, which is 4 fingers down. On your thymus point, tap on your thymus point and say, change, changing, it is changed. Change, changing, it is changed. Change, changing, it is changed. From the need in me to be stuck to the worries for my children to having complete faith in the divine and trust in my children's ability to move forward. Change, changing, it is changed. From the need in me to remain being stuck and worry all the time, to surrender all my worries to the divine forces today and to live in the energy of surrender and acceptance, to create the energy of love, laughter, and joy. Changing, it is changed from the need to hold on to the blame game, resentment, regrets, rejection, to free myself from anger, hatred, and the receptors of worries. Changing, it is changed. Put both your hands on the chest, take 7 deep breaths in. Breathe in through the nostril, all the positive energy. Breathe out all that is tying you down, as if you are opening that chain and the cage, and you are freeing yourself from that. Keep breathing in and keep breathing out in the absence of my voice. Now, as I will start doing the downloads, there will be few of them which you require to witness. Any of you on the group who have learned Theta Healing knows how to do it. So please witness, because all of them are something which you need to witness. I cannot witness it for the entire group. And then there will be certain feelings that we will instill. So creator of all that is, it is commanded to pull, cancel, and send to God's light any psychic hooks, psychic attacks that is pulling me down, and that is putting me in the blame game and the worry game, be sent to the light of the creator of all that is, to be transformed into the energy of love and light, and be cleared, and allowing my energies to be clear. Any energy which is not my energy and which is blocking me, all that energy be pulled, cancelled, and if required, to be pushed down through my feet, to be sent to the light of the creator of all that is, to be transformed into the energy of love, light, and healing now for my highest and best, the highest and best possible way for me. Thank you, it is done, it is done, it is done. Creator, show me. Please witness the energy is getting cleared from you. Creator of all that is, it is commanded to pull, cancel, and send to God's light any free floating memories that may have caused me to remain in the toxic karmic relationship with my children. Those free floating memories be cleared and cleansed now, to be sent to the light of the creator of all that is, to be transformed into the energy of love, light, and healing. Thank you, it is done, it is done, it is done. Creator, show me. Please witness. Creator of all that is, it is commanded to pull, cancel, and send to God's light the belief in me that my child is my responsibility. Be cancelled at all the 4 level of my belief work, to be resolved at the history, core, and genetic level, and to be replaced with I understand being a responsible parent through the Creator's definition and perspective of the seventh plane or creator of all that is, without me holding myself responsible for everything that happens in my child's life. Thank you, it is done, it is done, it is done. Creator, show me, please witness at all the four level of your beliefs. So do I have the permission to download and instill the feelings into each one now that I understand what it feels like to choose wisely and to allow the divine to operate through me to say if it is possible. I know that everything that happened till now was the past is over and completed, and I know how to choose to create the future, which is very beautiful and in balance. And choosing the right steps in my present through the Creator's guidance, I know how to listen to the guidance of my higher self and the ascended master, my angels, and to put it into perspective, as per the Creator's guidance and perspective, to let the flow in every relationship of mine bring in the element of joy, happiness, trust, and balance, and that it is completely possible. I know how to do that with ease and joy to say if it is possible. I'm deserving of it. I choose to live my daily life with the same into every cell of your body, every area of your life, at all the four level of your beliefs. For each one's highest and best and the highest and best possible way for each one now. Thank you, it is done, it is done, it is done. Creator, show me. Please say yes to receive the feelings now. I'll be downloading this for everyone present and who said yes now and in later while watching the video. Passing unconditional love, light, and healing to everyone present here. As in, when you all feel fine, you can open your eyes. And let me know how are you feeling. So many points had come. We didn't have time to finish all the points. Next week, also, we will continue with the releases. If you have any concerns about it, please put it on our YouTube with the same video. So I know what all points to pick up from there and send your queries to us for the same. Next week, we will continue with the same release work and most probably more with the womb memories. So please come on time because we get only 35 minutes. And if you guys come late, then we cannot finish the session. The session you can listen to many more times. It would be nice if you share it with your partner and family because it's a mass consciousness which comes back to us. So their thought pattern also is impacting us. So do share. Probably you can do the session. You can continue the way in which you did now. So allow the entire week to listen to that and let the releases happen. These are very deeply ingrained patterns, and there is a lot of theta work that needs to be done, which we cannot do it on the group. Like only if you guys have learned, I can guide you and I can tell you that please visualize this and do that. If you have not learned it, I can't guide you for the same. So thank you all for joining. Have a wonderful week. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. Thank you. See you all next week. We'll continue with the same topic. Namaste. See you all. Bye.